Hey everyone, it's Rachel here at MLG Spring Championship, and with it comes the LCS. And with the LCS comes the top-ranked LCS team, that is Cloud9. With me here is Meteos. What's it like being on the top team right now?
It feels really good being on the top team. Our loss today was like really brutal, but we're still doing all right.
Well, you guys have been a team for a while now under a lot of different titles. Has it been kind of weird, I guess? What is the progression? You started out as...
Well, I wasn't on the team the whole time, but originally they were Orbit, and then they went to Quantic, and then they got Quantic disbanded, so they were like Reddit Nation and like Team Nom Nom, and then they were Cloud9 for the first LCS qualifiers, and they were Cloud9 when I joined. Then we got picked up by Quantic again, and then we left Quantic to make a new organization, and it just was named Cloud9 again, so I don't even know. We're Cloud9 now though, so.
Did that affect your play at all, like dealing with all that stuff outside the game?
I don't think it really affected our play. Only Hai was really involved with all the sponsors and stuff, so maybe it affected him some, but not too much.
Well, what's the dynamic on the team been like since you guys are obviously doing very well? When did you guys pick up Alex Penn?
Alex joined us when we moved into our house in San Jose about a month ago or so, maybe a little longer, and he's been really helpful. The team dynamic's good. At times our practices aren't as good as they could be if we were losing because people aren't taking it as seriously. So obviously that came back to like bite us in the ass today, but every time we lose, we practice really well after, so hopefully we can cut down on the losses while still maintaining a good practice.
So this MLG LCS thing might actually help you. This one loss here is going to spur you on towards victory?
Yeah, I think it will. There are some problems internally with the team, and it's hard to work on those problems when you're winning all the time because they get overlooked, but we'll definitely be going into those these next few weeks and hopefully get them solved, and we'll be good again.
I thought it was funny that Alex Penn ended up kind of managing a team because he has within him the collective knowledge of Leaguepedia. I mean, does he sit there and like dispense stats and facts, or is he more of like a player guy?
He does a lot of analysis for us. Like, he looks up what other teams have been practicing and like what they've played in other LCS matches, and he helps with their picks and bans a lot. And the biggest reason we picked him up was because his intelligence on like the Korean scene and Chinese. So he has a lot of insight as to like the foreigners and stuff we can like learn from.
Well, it's a good thing you have Alex to keep an eye on the Korean scene. I mean, that's where a lot of the innovation, a lot of the new play styles come from. What has your team embraced so far as kind of this changes to the meta, changes to the mid lane idea of an AP mage?
I think the biggest thing we learned from Korea is which picks are really good. Like, they're good at knowing which champions are the strongest, and we learned from that. Also, they're like objective-oriented play. They're really good at controlling objectives and getting towers down quick, and they just sort of like they broke the like 2 bottom, 1 mid, 1 top meta, and they just sort of send their lanes wherever they think is best for objective control. So we've learned from a lot of those sort of things.
And what have been the recent changes to the role of jungle?
The new jungle changes have been kind of interesting. It encourages like level 1 fights a lot because the only thing to do level 1 is like contest or a buff or secure it. So there's a lot more like moving around the map early game, which is interesting, but it's kind of hard to adapt to. But we've been doing our best, so it should get easier as we have more time to play on it.
Was there anything you want to say to all the fans out there of Cloud9?
Follow me on Twitter at MeteosLOL and follow my stream at twitch.tv/Meteos.
And who are your sponsors these days?
I'm bad at this. It's like iBuyPower, Astro, Crunchyroll, Cooler Master, and there's another one, but I can't remember it. I don't know.
All right, well, you sound like you got them pretty straight. Thank you so much for taking the time to interview with us. I'm really impressed by your team, and give my love to the boys. So thank you guys for watching.